Hey everybody, I'm Tiffany Weber and I am a real estate attorney in Mooresville, North Carolina. And today we're going to talk about the digital tools that I use to run my law firm and then also get legal work done day to day. Now, I've talked a little bit about in another video the things that I carry with me every day. Of course, one of those things is my laptop, but there are a number of tools that I use on a daily basis or near daily basis that are indispensable to making sure that the law firm runs smoothly. So the first of those things, this one's more personal, but one thing that I use every single day is this app called You Need a Budget. I've been using it daily since at least 2016. I use it for my personal budget and just planning. I think it's just very helpful. I think everybody needs something like this that just helps you keep track of money you have coming in and coming out. Now, similar to that, but on a business basis, is QuickBooks. We're a smaller firm. We're not a tiny firm, but we're not a firm that needs some special made just for us type software. QuickBooks does the job very well for us, so I use QuickBooks on a near daily basis for the law firm. The next thing, we are a real estate firm, so we need a settlement software to be able to get the closings done, disperse the funds, collect the funds, draft the documents, etc. We use Qualia for that. And it is a cloud-based software that we can use from anywhere. We used SoftPro and SoftPro Select for the last, I don't even know how long, way before I came around. So my late law partner, before he passed away, I'm sure he used SoftPro for well over a decade, probably as long as it's been available. I personally found some limitations with it in that we had to use it in conjunction with our server, and it was a little bit more difficult to use if you weren't physically in the office. So I like Qualia because it goes where I go. I don't have to have a server. I can use it from my MacBook. SoftPro had to be Windows-based. I couldn't use my Mac with it, and I'm a Mac user. I prefer Mac whenever possible. So Qualia is the tool that we use for that. We just switched to Qualia less than 6 months ago, but so far I'm very happy with it. The next thing that we use is a service called Locus. It is basically what we use for all non-real estate closing legal work. And we used to use Clio for this purpose. I used Clio for probably 5 or 6 years, on and off. And I used it more so as better fitting Clio was when I was in litigation. But Locus is a more affordable product that combines kind of the Clio Manage and Clio Grow things. And it also has some cool automations that you can build in. So if you're a person that likes to tweak automations and play around with that kind of stuff like I do, then I found Locus to be a good fit for that because it's very flexible. Sometimes things can be too flexible. So, if you're a person that can't stop messing with stuff, or if having all of those options is overwhelming to you, then I probably would not go with Locus. I would go with something else. Now, the next thing that I use on a regular basis is Trello. I use that for task management, but specifically, it probably has the best application for me for my podcast, the North Carolina Real Estate Show. That is kind of my pet project. So I record it, edit it, make all the graphics, post it myself. My husband does the firm's marketing, so he handles all the YouTube, basically every non-podcast thing that we do. And he does a wonderful job with that, but this is something that I decided to do myself. So this is the board that I use. So I kind of keep track of the topics that I want to do and then move it along when it's been scheduled, recorded, edited, when I've made the graphics, scheduled it, put it on Anchor, and then once it's finally been put out there in the world and has been promoted on all of our social platforms. And then this is Anchor itself, which is what I use to schedule the podcast and post it. And then Canva, if you have a small business, you probably have Canva, or at least familiar with it. So we use this for all kinds of things, but social media posts, of course, YouTube thumbnails. It's kind of limitless in what you can use it for. I use it for checklists, our fee sheets, our core values. It's like all kinds of stuff in here. They have a free version. We have the premium one because I want to make it easy for anyone using it to be able to find our logos, use the correct colors, and the fonts for our brand, which Canva Premium Pro lets you do all of that. The next thing that I use, not every day, but pretty often, is Trello. So we use this for the attorneys in our office to kind of have a source of truth of this is how we do things around here. So this is how we explain closing documents. This is how we draft deeds. This is how we draft wills, etc. So this is our internal platform. So we use that so that everybody kind of has all of the same resources and training, and we can go to one place and figure out, okay, this is how we do it. It's very easy to update. We're rolling it out to our whole staff soon, but we started with the attorneys just to make sure that we could fine tune it and that it was being used and it was actually helpful, and it is. Now, other than those things, I have a lot of bookmarks. So doing real estate, you need to have access to the local county's register of deeds, their GIS mapping, all of those things. So I just have different folders set up for the counties that we serve to access their register of deeds sites. Same thing for GIS, so the different counties to be able to go and see their maps and get information about properties. Then I also have a folder for other title search links. So North Carolina has this system offered through the administrative office of the courts that you can get on virtually and search different court records. So I have the link to that. I also have Pacer, which is a federal case locator that we use to search bankruptcies, North Carolina liens, and then tax bill searches. The only other thing I have on my bookmarks bar that I use, not every day, but probably weekly, maybe every other week, is the link to look at my investment portfolio. So you guys don't need to see that. Right now, I don't even want to see it. Other than that, those are the things that I use most often to get my work done. Of course, there are little other things that we use here and there, but these are the important ones. The ones that are saved, I use truly almost every single day, especially Qualia, QuickBooks. Probably those two are the ones that I use every single day. So if you ever wondered what a real estate lawyer uses to get her job done on the daily or run her law firm, this is it. Hopefully that was helpful. We'll see you in the next video.